Hi, I'm Angela Martin and welcome to number 4 Williamson Drive in Kuranda. This is a spectacular, fantastic lifestyle property that is large enough for the biggest of families, extended families and their extended families. And the location is second to none. We actually have dress circle Kuranda, so this is a highly sought after area. It has a whopping 6 bedrooms, you heard correctly, 6 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, a media room, a rumpus room. It has got unbelievable outdoor entertaining with a swimming area, and it has a creek down the very bottom. Now, we're actually set on the highest part of the land, so behind us you have the most amazing mountain views, and hard to believe, but this is all set on 6.8 whopping acres. You heard correctly, 6.8 whopping acres of beautiful land. Now, it is rare, totally rare in Kuranda to find that amount of space with this lifestyle property. So let's go in and have a look. You're going to seriously fall in love with it. But remember, press that subscribe button, the notification bell, so that you can find out a bit more fantastic lifestyle properties just like this one, but before everyone else. Let's go in and have a look. How spectacular is this? Now, we've come up a very sealed concrete driveway, so even though we have that elevation, you know, as we come up to the house, that's why we've got the views, it's all weather. So if it's raining, it's in the wet season, you don't have to worry about it. It is 100% concrete, so fantastic. Now, it brings us up to this amazing living space. We'll go outside, obviously, and have a look later at the carport, but what a kitchen. You know, we talk about family and friends are entertaining, or if you've just got a really large family, this is as open and as airy as you can get, because we've also got, just love that. That's actually real wood. That is not plastic. And what a fantastic feature. Plenty of cupboard space. We have got dishwasher. We've got a butler's sink. We've got all these lovely doodahs that work, you know, when you want to spray your dishes. And look at this, complete and utter functionality with a closed drawers and a Bosch cooktop. But just space for the family just to breathe. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of orientation because it is a big house and you might get just a little bit lost. Down this side of the house, I'll just come over here so you can see. Down this side of the house, we've actually got 3 bedrooms and a bathroom. Kids' rooms are fabulous. You're going to fall in love with them genuinely. Down at that side, we've actually got a separate toilet. We've got a media room. We've got a rumpus room. We've got 2 other bedrooms plus a bathroom. And then upstairs, we've got the master suite. Big, beautiful views out to the mountains, and it is totally self-contained with its own balcony, walk-in robe as you would expect, and bathroom. So before we go around here and have a look, I'm going to show you the butler's pantry. Absolutely brilliant. Plenty of space again for, you know, your fridge. You can have a great big fridge in here. Come in and have a look. Space for, you know, you just got plenty of space, and any of your electricals that you would want to put in. I love the ceilings. We've got great big U-Butte, you know, industrial style fans, so it's going to be moving a lot of air. We've also got a really huge air conditioning unit just here, but it's hot today and we have breezes coming all the way through the house. And then this living space, love this, absolutely love it. Fantastic wooden organic mantelpiece and a wood burning fire. You know, it does get chilly in Kuranda, not very often, but in the winter it's enough just to put that fire on and just have the romance. Absolutely fantastic. So breathe this in. Oh, there's lots to show. We're going to head up this part of the house, but before we do, I just want to give you a very baby little sneak peek of out here. We will come out, I promise, but it's just too beautiful to not have a quick sneak peek at this point. I just love those lights as well. Before, like I said, before we got to the master wing, this is just spectacular. We will come back out here, but I just wanted to give, again, from an orientation point of view, that is that fantastic, brilliant, entertaining swimming pool area. Now we're going to head up and look at that other wing. Before you come in this way, I meant to, I'm just relaxing in that room. Shouldn't be relaxing in that room. We've got a separate toilet just in here, so pop your little head in here. We've got louver frosted windows, and you know, it's a good size loo. So super convenient if you are in the kitchen or if you're just round about this part of the house, but the other family bathroom is at the end of the hallway. Now, this is, well, remember, they're just rooms, so you could call this a media room, you could call it a rumpus room, same as next door. But again, we have big, look at these lights up here. Come and have a look up here. These are just fantastic. They're bright, they're industrial but soft, and you just have that feeling of space. Again, these magic, great big fans that move an awful lot of air. And the one thing that you'll notice as we go through is that every single room has the garden coming out into it, as in like you can see the garden from everywhere. This is another really big living area. Rumpus, like I said, or media. Remember, they are just rooms, and I know I keep saying that, but you can have them for whatever you want for your life. And oh, one thing I forgot to mention. This is a massive cupboard. We are moving, so it's filled with stuff, so I'm not going to open it, but it is a really big cupboard. It's probably literally, you know, that square by that square. It's not a little baby one. We've got an office here. This could be a bedroom, you know, but wow, could you imagine working from home and having that as your view? Absolutely just sensational. Would feed the soul. It wouldn't matter what you did for a living. It would not be stressful because you would just breathe in and look at those mountains. This is where we came from, the living area there, and that was the balcony. This opens up again directly onto that living space. All aluminium sliders, you know, maintenance is very, very low. So we come out here, and before we go upstairs, I just want to quickly show you, we'll come back and we'll do that in a minute. We've got another bedroom in here. These are big rooms. These really are big rooms. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. This goes out onto where we came in. So we came in up the driveway, we came in through the gate. That's a great big long undercover, they're all undercover balconies into the kitchen space there. And then that's 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 meters. Big room with air conditioning as well, light and bright and airy. Now, family bathroom, absolutely sensational. It is just, wow, it's huge. And it is just such a large open family space. I will keep going on about it, but the rooms, you know, the ceilings are high, the rooms are big. It's not just like, you know, you've got a 6-bedroom house and they're all teeny. There is space to move. Now this is beautiful. This is stone. I just love that. It's nice and organic, and the black just sets it off, makes it look pretty cosmopolitan. Great bath for bubblies, just lovely fluffy towels. But this, again, a shower. We've got a drain here, we've got a drain here, so we don't need glass. This is brilliant, it's liberating. We've got a shower here just for a hand shower, and then we have what I call rainforest shower. It's like just standing in the rainforest. What else would you want? Absolutely marvelous. If you have kids, my goodness, you know, just splosh around space. Now, we will go out there in a minute. The other thing too is this is another really great big cupboard. I'm not going to open people's cupboard doors, otherwise you would have to close your eyes and then there would be no point because they're all filled with stuff. Now, the master bedroom is up the stairs. I'm going to meet you up there. This is the most private, indulgent parents' retreat area. You know, like I said at the beginning, or all the way through, the house is big enough that you can be separated to, you know, one side of the house, other side of the house, down by the pool, out in the shed. But what a really beautiful master ensuite. We have got fly screens and we have the most amazing, amazing views. You know, you're going to wake up in the morning and you can sleep with your windows open and you get all that elevation and all that breeze, and that is what you're looking at. You know, the world could literally just be left behind, but plenty of space in here. Now, this is brilliant. We've actually got a little, you know, if you had people, you know, children or whatever, and you're up here, have a look down here. We can actually see into the media room or the rumpus room, and we have got a great big space under here for getting into the loft, and also some extra storage. Now, brilliant walk-in robe, beautiful big sliding mirrors here, so that you can, you know, you can dress yourself in the morning or, you know, undress yourself in the evening. Plenty of shelves, and you know, if you've got shoes, Imelda Marcos, eat your heart out. Yeah, just plenty of shelves for storage and hanging up space as well. And of course, always checking your lippy. Louvers there, and that's the stairs that come up into the master bedroom. Big, oversized ensuite, his and hers. Again, we've got the granite bench tops. We've got a toilet, and we have a bidet and a really big shower. So again, you know, it's nobody is fighting or clambering for space in the mornings. Unbelievable. We're going to head downstairs and keep exploring. And we are going to go outside, but oh my goodness, before we do, well, this is sort of outside. This is your own private, beautiful balcony. Absolutely stunning. Sitting in the morning, getting up, having a cup of tea, or, you know, relaxing before you go to bed. And that is your view. No one looking in. You're not looking out into anyone. It is just sensational. And then, you know, on the roof here, we can see that we've got solar system, roughly 5 kVA solar. Hot water is just electric, it's around about 300 litre tank, so big tank. And all around the house, you can see, is fully fenced. So if you've got little children, or if you've got dogs or pets or animals, if we come around here, we can see this is where we actually came up at the top of the driveway, and that was where we started. The shed there, and the carport's just round to here. But this again is your own oasis. This is your own space, and that is breathtaking. really indulgent. Now I did promise that we would head out here, so we'll just have a quick look out here before we go down to the other side of the house, which is through the living area. Now we've just been upstairs, which was the master, you know, sort of balcony that goes along that way and across this way. But another brilliant little spot out of the sun. We're in the garden. We can just sit, we can just relax, we can still enjoy that brilliant, absolutely brilliant view. You know, you can watch the kids play, or you can just relax, but another fabulous spot. We're going to head down the other side of the house. I've changed my mind again. We are going to go down to the other side of the house, but we're going to go via the fire pit. You know, sitting again, relaxing, or just having your pan frongs and these brilliant bits of stone. Look at that. They're massive, absolutely brilliant. Fabulous Barbie spot. We can see the house out here. That's the master bedroom up there. That's the front office, and just behind it we've actually got the rumpus room, and over there the top of the driveway is, you know, the shed, the carport, big enough for about 4 cars at least. But we're going to head back in this way, and we're going to go to the other side of the house. Solid house. I'll talk about the solidity of the house in just a minute. So we've got 3 bedrooms and a main bathroom and another cupboard just beside us here. So this is 1 bedroom. We've got plenty of storage space in here. We've got drawers, we've got cupboards. Absolutely brilliant. But again, we've all got the fans, and we have the beautiful dangly lights and those high cathedral ceilings. Just huge. Now, if you have children, the children they've probably already chosen the rooms, because we have, for the little one, we have a fire pole, a genuine fire pole that you can, well, not me or you, can actually jump up and down. We have this brilliant little nook under here that, you know, you could put a bed here if you wanted to, or, you know, a little writing desk. But up there is where the kids are going to sleep. They're going to absolutely love it. So just pop your head up there so you can see. Brilliant. And then before we go next door, again, plenty of cupboard space. This cupboard goes from here to here, and it's filled with stuff, and it's got shelves. So again, close your eyes, but the kids have got plenty of space for all the bits and the bobs. Another really great big cupboard in here. It's probably about, you know, yay deep. And then we've got family bathroom that is absolutely big enough, again, for, you know, anyone who's in this part of the house. Now, big, I love that word big. You're going to get fed up listening to it, but remember, big is bold, is beautiful. This is plenty of big, and we don't have that shower screen, so again, you have, you know, it's hemmed in. We've also got a little bit of recess here, so you can put in your shampoo and all your little beautiful products. Lovely vanity with drawers, toilet, room to move. And then we have the other second little room. Now, this has got, I don't know if you can see, but we've actually got sliding doors here, so that's a little built-in robe. The other one was just a drawer. And we've got another space here with yet another cupboard, and pop your head up there again. Absolutely precious for the kids. We are going to head to the pool in this direction. There is a safety door in the room that we've just been in, but we're going to head out that balcony and I'm going to meet you at the pool. mentioned, this is the way that if you were living here, you would actually come into the pool area. Lots and lots and lots of relaxation spots, but this is a drum roll moment. Plenty of gates in and out. Ta-da! Look at this. If this doesn't knock your socks off, I don't know what other property I can show you that just doesn't have that impact. You know, we have the balcony behind us here. You can see the size of it. It's probably 1, 2, 3, it's at least 4 meters, you know, similar on the other side. And all of this undercover, so it could be rain, hail or shine. Not that we get hail in far north Queensland in the tropics, but you know, you're out of the weather. And then we have this beautiful deck with this approximately 110,000 litres. That's a big pool. That's a really big pool. And the steps here are brilliant. So again, if you've got family, you can sit on the steps. You don't even have to go into the pool. And let's head round there so that you can see the spa. Look at this hammock, just waiting for a hammock to be had. Look at the pantries just up here. And this will give you an absolutely brilliant idea. Now, you can get, that's the little pool pump house just over there to the right hand side. That's another gate. But you can get easily probably six people in there. Spa and little baby waterfall, you know, the kids play things, you know, the little fluffy floaties, and they're in there relaxing, and you can be sitting just watching them and thinking, oh my goodness, life does not get any better than this. Now, the other thing too with this pool is that it's a magnesium pool. So brilliant for your skin, very, very good minerals, and you know, it's not going to dry. Oh, that is brilliant. The other thing, the list goes on, is that it's heated. So in the winter, you can swim in this pool all year round. Yes, you heard correctly. Magnesium pool, brilliant for your skin. 100% heated if you want it to be heated. A spa and a waterfall. We're going to head round that way, and I'm going to show you the carport, the shed, before we go down to the creek and the secret garden. Unbelievably special. I can guarantee that if you've got 20 boxes on your list to be ticked, this has probably got about 23 of them that can be ticked. It is just unbelievably brilliant. Now we've come full circle, and we're going to head down to the shed and the carport before we go down to the creek. But the one thing I did want to show you, and I don't know if you noticed it, but in this room here we have a window ledge that's about that thick. Now, this property is fully blocked, so come this way. That's a septic system here, by the way. We've got place that you can hang up your washing, which again is just really convenient, super brilliant. Lovely little veggie beds here. So let me just show you here to here. We have a solid block house, so the walls are this thick. We have a solid block house with brick veneer on the outside, and that fireplace is solid concrete, solid brick as well. So an incredibly highly insulated house, an incredibly strong house, hardwood timbers. Like the other thing too is if you work from home, that's your solar system just here that I mentioned on the roof. If you worked from home, you could have that as an office, and people could just come up the driveway, you know, and straight into, you know, a therapy room or a massage room, super duper comfortable, and they're not actually invading your house. Now, 6 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. You've noticed we've got 3 bathrooms plus a toilet on the inside. The gardener's bathroom is actually in here. So it doubles up as a laundry. It's an original, super convenient. We've got a shower, We've got a washing machine, you know, plenty of space in there. But again, we've got metal frames and solid wooden doors. Solid wooden doors, solid walls. They're not wooden, they are concrete, like we just said. This is a really fantastic big storage space. Again, another really big room, you know, room for your freezers or your fridges or your cupboards or your kayaking or your canoes, you know, all your sporting stuff. And this actual balcony, I mean, you can see this is lifestyle beyond belief. You know, indoor, outdoor gym. Doesn't come with the property, but it just lets you have an idea of, you know, what you can do with the space. This is about 9 meters long. So the balcony, the carport is about 9 meters here, and then another couple of meters, 3 meters there. So this is about 12 meters, room for 1, 2, 3 cars. And if you wanted to, another car in there. So 4 cars. We've got space up here. Again, this is, you know, around the house. The shed, we've got little veggies just up here, absolutely brilliant. And a little undercover spot here. The tractor does not come with the property. This is a brilliant work shed come man cave. Now, for one very lucky buyer, this could be yours. This actually stays with the property. As always, pool tables are unbelievably big, they're unbelievably heavy. So, you know, it's yours should you want it. If you don't, it can be removed, of course. But this is just a great little man cave. You know, 2 or 3 people coming along, plenty of room to play snooker, just lifestyle. I'm going to meet you down the bottom of the driveway. We're going to have a look at that creek. So we're coming down to the creek from the house, and I did mention at the beginning we're 100% concrete. It's a great big long driveway. It comes in, as you've seen at the beginning, it sort of comes up, then it comes down, hits to this point here, and then we have a big concrete drive right up to the highest part of the land. But again, the access is not a problem because it is concrete. It's our best friend. So we're going to head down there and I'm going to show you that creek and secret garden. Where are you going to get your 6.8 acres where you have got that, you know, we've got that elevation that we spoke about with the most amazing views. That's why you have the views. You're at the highest point of your land. And then down at the bottom of your property, my goodness, we have got water, a magnificent, and I mean magnificent creek. The water will flow through pretty much all year round. In the wet season, you'll be able to just, you know, walk in it and just marvel at it. But you're about 5 degrees cooler in your own little secret rainforest. So you got open, bright and sunny up top with that swimming pool and beautiful natural rainforest. It runs from Williamson Drive, which is just behind us, all the way through here, which is approximately 200 or 300 meters. We have a great big drain there, so again, you've got no problem with water, and it meanders all the way through. Just have a look at that, and I'm going to meet you just at the other end. Special. Just spectacular. Now, I did mention about little secret garden. So we have from Williamson Drive up to the property, I think the creek's roughly 200 meters, probably a little bit more, but you have got a wonderful, great big spot. These here, look at these blue fruits in the rainforest, very special. They're quandongs, and the cassowaries absolutely love them. The beautiful, great big trees, so they must be here somewhere, and of course we're in the rainforest, so they will be. Pop it over there and you can plant it. They will sprout next to your water. Look at this. Look at this. This is all part. Oh my goodness! Look at the buttress on that tree. Just look at this. Look at that beautiful natural rainforest at its very best. Now, this is part of your land. We could have a tiny house, you could play football, you could play cricket, you could have barbecue parties down here. You know, it's unbelievable because the property previously had subdivision approval. It's something that if you were interested in, you could obviously talk to council about to find out whether it is still doable or not. But this is an incredible parcel of land. Imagine another house there. As I said, whatever you want it to be, but that is on your land with all your water holes and all its magnificence. I really hope you've enjoyed this wonderful little tour. Well, not a little tour, it's not a little house, out at number 4 Williamson Drive in Kuranda. Well, my goodness, at the beginning, what did we say? It is big enough for the largest of families, and hopefully now you see that there's so much space that you can be living in one side or the other side. People can come and go, they can visit, and they have all got that feeling of their own little world. Unbelievable. And of course, the location, it's second to none. There is nowhere that people want to desire more than living in Kuranda, in this dress circle location. And of course we have 100% privacy, and the elevation, oh my goodness, with those views, 6.8 acres, absolutely unheard of. And as I mentioned, down at the creek, don't forget the creek. There was previous subdivision approval, so if that's something that you're interested in, it's something that you may want to contact council about. But lifestyle, let's just quickly touch on the lifestyle. 110,000 litre magnesium heated swimming pool with all of this undercover area. Oh, special beyond belief. 6 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, carport big enough for 4 cars. Paradise, absolutely paradise. So give me a call, Angela Martin, 0403 788 187, and do visit my website. Why? Because you will find more coming soon properties just like this one. But remember too, breathe it in, you have to subscribe to my YouTube channel and press that notification bell, because my videos are uploaded before they hit the market, which means you'll find out about them before everyone else. Look forward to showing you this magnificent, stunning lifestyle property.